This video is for all you Gen Zers and millennials that are thinking that you'll never own a house. I'll tell you a story. It might take a little while, so I know that you got short attention span, so I won't waste your time in dilly-dallying. Let's go. In 2010, I was able to buy this house right here in Corso Italia in Toronto for $260,000. And the reason I was able to do it was because in that time, in 2008, it was the highlight of the market. It was, you couldn't even buy a house. Everything was going for sale. And it was one of those moments in life where I thought, I'm never going to own a house because everything is just so fucking expensive. And then I had a friend of mine who was a mortgage broker, and in 2010 called me up and he said, "Hey, Kev, do you have $60,000 in cash?" I said, "Absolutely. I've been stacking for a while." And he said, "Go and buy this house." So I bought it, and I paid $260,000 for it. Why do you think I paid that? Well, the reason I was able to buy it for that price was my friend who was a mortgage broker was going through a deal, and the people that he had tried to finance, the deal fell through because the person wasn't able to close. They had tightened the restrictions on the mortgages, and that person that was going to buy 45 Harvey Avenue didn't qualify anymore. Kind of like what's happening now. But I was able to hop into it. I had that house until 2019. And in 2019, I was able to sell that same house for $958,000. I spent about $100,000 into it, trying to renovate it and make it look pretty. But what the thing is that once I did that, and then I moved to the country, I was able to pay off my farm and have a debt-free life. And I did it for one move. That one simple real estate move set me up for the rest of my life. And the reason I tell you this is because we're in the same climate right now. And I don't want you to lose hope. Right now in Toronto, there is the biggest amount of real estate for sale that has ever been. Over 150,000 units are for sale, and the price of them is dropping dramatically. So I want you, as a young person or old person, or if you want to get into the real estate market, that you don't do anything until 2027. And I want you to really think about this. And I'm going to walk you through it so that you really understand it. In 2022, that was the last of the cheap money. Right? There was 1.5, 1.75 was the interest rate at that time. And people refinanced in 2020. And those same people that refinance, they're coming up for renewal in 2027. And that's next year, in about actually 15 months from now. And when those people go to refinance, you're going to see a huge market shift. Because I'll tell you, those people who bought those high-priced homes and that couldn't afford it, and the interest rates have climbed up. And those people, all their savings were sucked out, right? They've sucked all the savings out of those people. And those people don't have any more liquidity left. So in 2027, I guarantee you that those people who bought those high-priced houses and cottages and that are losing their fucking shirts right now, they are not only missing the payments on their homes and cottages, but they're missing car loan payments. They're missing electrical payments, utility payments, cell phone payments. And their credit scores are getting trashed. Just completely annihilated. And if you look at the specs, 70% of Canadians can't come up with $400 in cash. So if you've got a flat tire on the way to work, you can't recover. 70% of Canadians. It's an astonishing number. And so what I want to bring your attention to is in 2027, when these people go to refinance their house with a couple of missed payments on their credit score, their mortgage renewal interest rate is not going to be prime. You understand? Even if it's 4%, it's not going to be 4%. It's going to be more like 7, 8, 9%. And then they're going to realize that they have nothing left to even support that payment, right? Because wages haven't gone up, inflation's gone up, and the taxes have gone up, but their wage hasn't. And so what you're going to see is you're going to see a market of utmost, there's going to be so much inventory on the market that you're going to be able to jump in at that point, much like I did in 2010. And I want you to just not lose hope. I want you to keep stacking, keep just saving. Save all of your money. Don't spend it on stupid shit like fucking Gucci belts and high-priced cars you can't afford. Buy yourself a $4,000 Toyota used and be able to save some money. Nothing sucks liquidity, the money out of your pocket like a car payment, you know, or something you just don't need. When in 2027 happens, you're going to be able to go into any bank and talk to the manager and say, let me see your foreclosure list. Let me see your power of sale list. Let me see the list of houses that are for sale, because the banks don't want to carry that. They don't want to carry that inventory, and they will liquidate that shit. And I'll tell you, you can become a financially secure real estate owner if you just take my advice and slow down and wait until 2027 when the bloodbath will start. I have made my money on real estate. I have moved into owning a farm. I have a tree farm now. I live debt-free. And I give you this advice because I want you to succeed. A lot of mortgage brokers out there that are selling you the mortgages aren't mortgage-free. So how are they supposed to help you in your financial endeavors? Don't take advice from people that you don't respect. Don't take advice from people who aren't where you want to be. And I hope this helps give you some uplifting advice, because you're not dead in the water. It's timing. Real estate is all about timing. You see, real estate, you can't move it. It's the only problem with real estate. But if you have enough money, you can move to it. And there you have it.